The integrationists and assimilationists have won, which is cool. I ain't hating per se. Probably from W.E.B. Du Bois, and probably from Uncle Tom and Sambo to W.E.B. Du Bois and the NAACP and the Urban League. The list goes on and on. The integrationists and assimilationists have wanted African Americans to assimilate and integrate into American society, and it don't get no better than Barack Obama becoming president. But see, I believe in the yin and the yang. Just like back in the day, you had a Malcolm X and you had a Martin King. You got to have the yin and the yang. And they both wanted justice. They both wanted equality. Peace, justice, and equality. They had different ways of doing it. Now there are no Malcolm X's. The black nationalists, I don't know where they are. The angry brothers who want revolution, them days been over, okay? I got a whiff of them black power days when I was a wee small child in the 1970s. And the integrationists have won. I don't mind integration assimilation for African Americans. The problem is what happens to those of us who cannot or will not assimilate and integrate. Oh man, the immigrationists are happy. I hear them on TV, I read them, I hear them on the radio. They are ecstatic that Barack Obama is president, which is good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing for the whole country. It's good for all of America, all of the United States of America. But what happened to those of us African Americans who cannot and will not, for whatever reason, assimilate and integrate? Barack and Michelle, got good grades in school, went to college and did quite well, which is great. I hope my children follow in Barack Obama and Michelle Obama's footsteps, which is cool. I should have done it, but I was just too stupid. I was an angry boy. I want to be a renegade, so here he is, That's what we do. But the point is that for those of us who can't integrate, where's that leadership from? And I tell the students that in the public schools, because most of the teachers are, bourgeois, bourgeois Negroes. Not all, but most of them are, which I understand. They're educated. But the point is that many students that I see in the public schools in the south side of Chicago, in the hood, okay, in the hundreds, y'all know where I live. I live between Auburn, Gresham, and Inglewood is over here, and Rosen's over there. So they call this area Washington Heights. That's where I'm at, okay? That's cool. It's a nice neighborhood. We're trying to stabilize it best we can. But I tell the students, as race continues to be significant, at the decline, as they call it, the declining significance of race, it continues. As it continues to decline, the significance of race, class is going to trump race. It will continue to trump race. So I tell the students, if you're a poor black child, you ain't got no education, Barack Obama ain't got nothing coming for you. They don't want to hear that. We know racism is institutionalized. Bigotry is among us. It's going to take another 50, 100 years for things to progress. But they don't want to hear it. Okay? They really don't. So those of us who still in the hood, Barack is going to Pennsylvania Avenue, which is fine. His Hyde Park is about, 50 blocks from my house. 40, 50 blocks from my house. Which is a very nice neighborhood. And but he's going to Pennsylvania Avenue. Those of us who are still in the hood who cannot integrate or assimilate, we may be still left in the lurch. I hope and I think, because I have a mild disdain for most. I have to admit it. I have a mild disdain for most African Americans who are integrationists and assimilationists. I do, okay? Because it's not that you are for integration and assimilation. It's that you don't want to help your peeps stuck in the mud, stuck in the lurch, stuck in the hood. That's what I don't like. But I think, I hope Barack is I know he's homogenized. I know he's race neutral. He has to be to become president. I understand that's like he had to throw Reverend Wright under the bus. I understand that. Reverend Wright and Trinity United Methodist Church served Barack very well. As you will see in his speaking in large crowds, hey, he's a brother. But he had to throw him under the bus, which I understand. That's politics. You got to do what you got to do. When I go to my job, I tap dance a little bit. It's all right, You got to be race neutral at times. You got to know how to play the game, okay? But my whole thing is really inspiring those young people, and that's what I hope Barack, I think he's going to do it, and just even the symbolism of Barack and Michelle Obama and their children will hopefully inspire the lower class African Americans, if you will. And that sounds harsh when I say that there is a black underclass. It sounds harsh, but hey, yours truly, I mean, I've never made over 30 grand a year because I want to fight the man. I want to fight the system. Instead of being like Barack and being homogenized, I want to fight the man. Although I got the complexion for the connection, I had this something in me, the Spirit of God want me to fight the system. You know, the man won that fight. So here we is. But the world has changed. Everything has changed. And we know some things going to stay the same, but we got to move forward. So let's try to move forward together. Let's come on back to the hood and improve the African American family. I can't say it enough.